Hello, everyone, and very warm welcome to the iAlmas Innovation Showcase. On behalf of the entire team at iAlmas and PointGuard AI, thank you so much for taking the time to see you here during your busy schedule and joining us this afternoon. We have a truly exciting and educational session planned for you, and we're thrilled to be joined by an incredible lineup of a global expert from PointGuard. They are here with us today to share some of the most innovation technologies available in the market today. Okay, so as a reminder for all of you joining us today, to make this even more engaging, we will be running a live Kahoot at the end of the webinar. So, uh, we're gonna have an iPhone 17 Pro to be won by the one who's gonna answer the questions that are gonna be run in the Kahoot. But I highly recommend two things. Pay attention to the discussion that's gonna be during the webinar because the questions gonna be discussed here. Also, download Kahoot app if you don't upload it till now on your smartphone so you can be ready. And now, to give everyone a fair chance to win, please note that if you won one of our webinars before, you are not eligible to be won in this webinar. A few housekeeping rules. Please feel free to type your question into the Q&A box at any time at the webinar, and we will be stopping and addressing your question. And also, you can use the chat to interact with each other and with the panelists as well. The webinar is going to be recorded and the link will be sent to all registrants afterward. So, without further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce you iAlmas Technology. iAlmas Technology, here we are. We are a regional distributor, but we see ourselves as a catalyst for a cybersecurity innovation across the Middle East and Africa. Our core mission is to be the most trusted and value-driven distribution partner in the region. We operate in a pure channel model. We the groundbreaking technology vendors and empower a network of local resellers who then deliver these solutions to the end customers. We are committed to this model. It is how we ensure deep and localized experts that supports you. So, what is our secret and how we deliver unmatched value? It goes down a few key principles. First, instant and great value. Everyone and every technology in our portfolio is chosen for one reason: it solves a critical, often unsolved problem, delivering clear return on investment from day one. Second, we don't just sell to our resellers, we integrate with them. We become an extension of their team. We become their outsourced marketing, training, and business development arm. And third, we are experts at tapping into untapped market. Our digital marketing expansion. Our competitors have nicknamed us sometimes the Lord of Digital. So now, uh, without further ado, it's my great pleasure to introduce you our vendors. And now it is time to the stage to my colleagues to become here go here in the stage to present you the vendors and our partners here today to let you know more about what exactly they are offering and how you can benefit from our technologies. So now, Zainab, the stage is yours. You can.
Okay, so hello everyone. Thank you so much for attending our webinar. Thank you, Diana, for the introduction. Now, I will be with you to talk more about the PointGuard AI. So, until recently, AI security and governance was largely an ambition, but with the arrival of new regional and international laws and dedicated ISO standards, it's now a critical business requirement. So, what's the difference between AI security and AI governance? Think of it this way. Security is the protection. It asks, is our AI model safe from being hacked, poisoned, or manipulated? Governance is the framework. It asks, is our AI system fair, unbiased, transparent, and compliant? And most organizations we speak with have a responsible AI vision. They know their AI must be fair, but they have also realized a hard truth. Bias is certain. You cannot fully control the data or the complex infrastructure, especially when you use third party LLMs. The second hard truth, your AI infrastructure, the models, the data, the algorithms, the agents is a massive new attack surface, and we are already seeing a surge in targeted attacks. The market's response has been fragmented. Some vendors focus only on compliance checklists, others only on red teaming. This creates silos and gaps. This is where PointGuard AI change everything. PointGuard AI comes from cybersecurity DNA. They provide the first holistic platform that unifies governance, security, and operations into a single command center. It starts with discovery and visibility. You cannot protect what you cannot see. Point Guard automatically maps every AI asset, models, datasets, notebooks, agents across your entire MLOps pipeline, creating a real-time AI bill of materials. Then it provides AI security posture management. It continuously assesses your entire AI lifecycle for vulnerabilities and integrates directly into your CI/CD pipeline to enforce security policies before a model even reaches production. And for advanced threats, it offers adversarial attack prevention and AI red teaming to proactively find and fix weaknesses before attackers do. But here's the truly unique part, the part no one else has. PointGuard AI is built on a powerful software security orchestration platform. This means it doesn't just look at AI in a vacuum. It integrates AI security into your existing application, security programs, and operation. This unified approach is a game changer. It means you get complete visibility from a single pane of glass, real-time protection for your live AI applications, and automated compliance with all major frameworks. It's the end-to-end command center that you need to deploy AI with confidence, ensuring it's both powerful and protected. Thank you so much. And now to you, Huda.
Thank you, Zainab, for introducing PointGuard AI. Hello, everyone. My name is Huda. Thank you for joining us today. Now, I'd love to give you a quick overview of Vital cybersecurity and what they offer. If you look at the cybersecurity technology landscape, it's a maze of acronyms: SIEM, SOAR, EDR, XDR. It's overwhelming. Vendors are constantly arguing about which piece of the puzzle is most important, forcing you to integrate a patch of work of tools that often overlap and create gaps. But what if you didn't have to choose? This is the genius behind Vital cybersecurity. While the industry was debating, they were building. They created what we call the Fuse SOC, a single unified platform that seamlessly integrates next generation AV, EDR, NDR, SIEM, SOAR, threat intelligence, and the ticketing system from the ground up. This isn't just integration, it's a fusion. Data from the endpoint, the network, and user behavior is natively correlated in real time with automated playbooks and case management built directly into the workflow. It eliminates the tool sprawl and data silos that cripple traditional security operations. And this powerful technology is powered by an even more powerful team. VCS complements their platform with world-class offensive security services, deep dive penetration testing, red team operations that simulate real adversaries, and compromise assessments. They don't just tell you what your tools see, they find what your tools are missing. They have dedicated content team to adjust the use cases and correlation rules for your unique context. This powerful combination of fused technology and elite services is the cornerstone of MSSP's initiative. For our resellers, partners, MSPs, and MSSPs, VCS becomes your force multiplier. It fills your gaps in technology, expertise, and 24/7 operations, allowing you to offer enterprise-grade security services to your customers faster and more effectively than ever before. With VCS, you're not just getting a tool, you are gaining a strategic backbone for your cybersecurity practice. And now back to you, Diana.
Thank you, Huda and Zainab. Now it's my pleasure to introduce you our CEO, Mr. Muhammad Aliyan, to kick us off with keynote on why this webinar is gonna be so special for you. So, Mr. Muhammad, the stage is yours now.
Thank you so much, Diana. Thank you, everyone else. So we always, guys, promise you a very exciting webinar, and we always delivered on that. Our webinars, as you always know, are exciting and educational. But this one is at even a much bigger and higher scale, because today we have a guest of honor, Mr. Dev, the director of marketing at PointGuard AI. And PointGuard AI is such an amazing technology vendor that brought what was 10 years ago kind of a dream. So we have a great special discussion with him. I'm gonna use this time to get the best out of this man and get his knowledge, because you cannot always get enough time of those people, you know. You can catch him and then boom, you start asking questions and learn from his expertise. So Dev, we're so happy to have you today. Thank you for being with us and supporting our environment and our region. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be a part of this event, and thank you to iAlmas and the entire team, for doing this. I see a great audience, and it was a great introduction, very well presented. I was really so happy to see, the team is so well aware of PointGuard AI, and they have so much of information and knowledge around our solution, which is really great. So yeah, for the team and for the partners that have joined in, we're really proud to have iAlmas as our partner and looking forward to grow along with them in the region. We are also kind of growing extensively in the Middle East market. We have been acquiring a lot of customers and use cases in the region. We have been present in the India, Middle East and Africa market for almost over 2 years now. And we have been kind of, growing in the region quite well. We have some good use cases, largely in the financial services, BFSI sector. So really excited to see if any financial services, BFSI, and enterprise-focused partners looking for AI security. I'm more than happy to engage and answer any questions that you would have for your customers. A little bit of a brief about myself. I have spent almost over 18 plus years in the cybersecurity industry, worked with the likes of Sophos and so on in my past careers, in the Middle East, Africa region extensively. I know the region. I understand, the cultural and the professional aspects of the region, and I'm really excited. And it's always a pleasure to be back working in the Middle East market. I'm looking forward to a great successful event here right now. I'm more than happy to kind of, run you through a brief presentation, just give you a highlight and a glimpse of what Zainab, Huda, and Dinah did a fantastic job, on presenting our solution. But just a few nitty-gritties around what is the current landscape of AI. What do you really need to look at from an attack perspective, where customers who are going all over the place incorporating AI into their business, right? It's the biggest buzzword right now. Everyone wants automation. Everyone wants to reduce manpower, bring out cost optimization, but that's not the way forward. The way forward is bringing AI with the right responsibility, with the right governance, and with the right security posture within your organization to make sure that it scales your organization and does not descale it and become a very heavy cost center. Because when attacks will happen and when your data leakages will happen, you will have no idea, your customers will have no idea of where these leaks are happening from and what data breaches are happening. Organizations at the level of McDonald's, IBM and whatnot have seen their customers go through so many of these attacks, and it's literally been a nightmare. Right, with the MCPs coming in now, becoming the most prominent attack surface for attackers. It's very important for us to understand what does all of these terms mean for our customers and how they need to be secure against it.
Amazing, amazing, Dev. And we're so excited to have you, man. A great guest of honor. I promise you guys, we're gonna talk a lot with this dude because he knows a lot and we need to learn from him. But also, I'm joined also with my colleagues, Don and Sanam. So the CEO and Sanam is responsible for global markets. Because in this webinar, we introduce multiple things. Yes, our focus is with Dev because we want to learn a lot from him, but also we're covering some other stuff related to VCS and Ironwood Cyber and like the automated, especially VCS. I want to focus on VCS a bit. And then, so I'll be having some discussion with also my colleagues around VCS, but again, the focus will be with Mr. Dev to learn a lot from him. I'll remind you, remember guys, that there is an online quiz at the end of this webinar and you get the chance to win an iPhone 17 Pro. Please pay attention to the content. The questions are easy, but we will address them throughout our discussion. We want to make sure that this is an exciting learning experience that will help everyone get to know what these unique technologies are about. So I think Sanam, you're there. Hello, Sanam. You want to say hi to everyone? I think Sanam is still on mute. Sanam is like coming from a 12-hour time difference, so I hope he's okay. Hello, Sanam, can you hear us?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, good afternoon. Yes, thank you so much again for waking up so early to be with us. Thank you so much, buddy.
Glad to be
Thanks
Thank
to you. Thanks to you, Sanam. Thank you. Thanks to you. Right. So let's get into business directly, and I'll start, of course, with you, Dev. Now, with PointGuard AI. AI is a huge thing. I've seen myself since 2000, like 17, 18, especially in our region, there was massive shift of deployment of AI applications, LLMs, NLPs, everything on top of that. So we're seeing now another massive shift because people notice that they need to secure those LLMs. The model security alone is not enough. We see this clearly with the Anthropic attack that happened last year, the Salesloft drift attack that happened before that, and as you said, the MCP attacks that happen almost every month now. And you have autonomous agents that even perform and can participate in these attacks. In your opinion, what is I would say maybe the single biggest security challenge that organizations going through a journey of AI deployment is. What do you think their biggest challenge that they need to prepare for today?
So, can you hear me?
Yes.
So AI has fundamentally changed the enterprise attack surface, right? We are no longer protecting static models or simple chatbots, right? It has grown way ahead it, right? We are protecting autonomous, multi-step tool calling, data accessing AI agents that operate at machine speed, right? This is the agentic era, right? Where AI systems don't just respond, they literally act, and they act beyond your boundaries, right? Because unless and until you do not act according to and do not allow these agents to act according to your wills and gains, it's not going to work, right? Organizations are facing five major AI security challenges, right? Data security and privacy risks, where sensitive information leaking through AI tools is happening at an extensive level, right? 87% of organizations saw increased AI related risks, as mentioned by Gartner, right? Lack of governance is the second most important point that we saw, where no unified policies for agents, models, or MCP connections lead them to build multiple agents within the systems, and we don't even have access to those agents. That's where the governance models that have failed miserably for organizations that are implementing AI or AI applications within their systems do not control these AI applications from the day zero of implementations. And that's the reason why 63% of organizations, and let me just if you have
Yeah, of
time, if I
course,
could just
of
share
course,
my screen,
of course.
um, and I can just kind of, give a little more perspective to the conversation. Can you see my screen?
It is sharing. Yes, yes, I can see it now.
Yeah. So lack of governance has been a major concern, right? Like I said. And then 63% of breached organizations have had no AI governance policies as per IBM. In a very recent report put out by IBM, they said that 63% of their organizations that were breached had no AI governance in play, no AI
Wow.
governance policies whatsoever. And that's a major, major challenge, right? And then what we're talking about is the agentic wave, exactly what you mentioned right now. Organizations are going in left, right, and center and implementing AI, right? Without any deep understanding of the implications that these AI tools could have, because they have a very immediate ROI benefit on the organization. But at the back end, the negative implications that these agents or bots or applications have within the organization, the risk that they create, it's amplifying at machine speed, because
Mhm.
autonomous agents amplify risks at machine speed, which even AI security tools are not able to manifest and kind of control if they are brought in at the risk level, right? Hence,
Yes.
discovery and governance level plays a very important role. There is also a lot of issues that we are seeing at the integration and supply chain risks, right? Because APIs, MCP servers, plugins, open source models, all of these things are playing a major role in the attack surface. And this entire integrations of APIs, MCP servers, plugins, right, open source models into your systems is creating a huge application supply chain risk. Now, supply chain over here means the application supply chain, right? That is from your production to deployment, right? Everything that covers under the CI/CD pipeline to everything that you're being developing, right? And that applications entire layers that have these API and MCP server plugins and everything going on, it all gets affected because of this, right? And then what we have seen is that we've seen a large risk around regulatory uncertainties, because there are over 1,000 AI policy initiatives that are happening globally, right? So over 2.1 million open
Oh,
source AI models are available for download from Hugging Face itself. Now
wow.
imagine if you are able to download any of these AI models, and if they multiply into something which your organization did not intend to, then look at the breach that your organization is going to face or your customers are going to face, right? And with this, these are the top concerns that organizations are facing for us at this point of time uh, while they are implementing AI.
Amazing. And Dev, when that Anthropic attack happened last year, like
Yeah,
when it was
yeah,
announced, actually, it was announced
yeah,
in
yeah.
November, it really took me the entire weekend, almost no sleeping, reading about what happened. I mean it. Like
Yeah, yeah.
it was astonishing, man. It was astonishing. It was 90% autonomous, as you just said. Agentic, 90% autonomous, 90%, which 10% human interference just for supervisory role, just to approve stuff. It was the opposite way previously. It was we do 90% of the case and the agents they just give us like some supervisory stuff. And as you mentioned, machine speed. Boom, it just happened. You didn't
Correct.
have to wait for a man to make decisions. And so
Correct.
uh, it goes along. How do you see it? It was really astonishing. How do you see that attack like in this? How did it transform the industry?
It transformed the industry massively, right? That's exactly where the agentic AI security came into play, right? It's
Yes,
exactly where discovery, governance, red teaming, everyone started talking about it, right? Everyone
yes,
started talking, oh my God, we don't know shadow AI, right?
yes, yes.
How many people have you been hearing about talking about shadow AI now, right?
Oh,
No one was aware about all of these things.
yes.
Imagine there was recently we all heard about the agents building their own kind of chat GPT kind of a thing, and they're coming in and talking about humans, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they're like humans are like this, humans are like that, and then so you have a parallel universe running out there,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And with this kind of a thing, we really need to be very sure of what these agents, these AI applications are doing within the organization.
Yep.
Because your data is your gold. It's your only asset within the organization that an organization survives on. The moment your data is attacked, your moment that your data is leaked, you are going to be affected to a different level, right? And that can cost organizations, it has cost millions and millions of dollars, right? We're not
Yeah.
talking about hundreds and thousands of dollars. It's not a normal random ransomware attack, right? It's going to be a jailbreak, it's going to be a data poisoning, it's going to be a data leakage, anything of that sort. And that can lose an organization millions of dollars, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Just for automation and AI implementation
Yeah.
without
Yeah.
governance and security posture management.
Yeah, and if I go, if I would ask this specifically because as you all know now, like PointGuard AI covers it from the discovery governance side all the way to security and real-time guardrails. So with that discovery, because that's the first step. If you don't know what you have, you don't know what to protect, right? And can you just let us know a bit how that discovery happens and what PointGuard AI does like to help customers with that side,
Sure,
discovering
sure.
their AI
So
bomb? Yeah.
Sure. So, can I just go a little more in depth around
Yes.
what exactly PointGuard does,
Yes,
right?
of
And where do we
course.
come in?
Of
Yeah.
course. Yeah.
I'm sharing my screen again. Just let me
Yes.
know once you
Uh,
have, okay, once you can see my screen.
yes, I can see it now. Yep.
Yeah, great. So, PointGuard delivers four core outcomes for enterprise adopting AI, right? The most important that you spoke about, visibility, right? You cannot secure what you cannot see. And let us be honest, when AI applications are implemented, multiple agent to agent calling, like your repositories, your agentic frameworks, right? A lot of this is not visible. What we come in is we come in and we discover all your AI systems across clouds, repositories, agentic frameworks, and gateways. And then we come in and we bring control. So we enforce governance and security policies across models, agents, and data flows in order to bring a complete governance and enforcement policies around all your AI tools. With this, what brings is resilience, where we protect against AI specific threats like prompt injection, model theft, data poisoning, agent hijacking, right? Supply chain compromises that happen within organizations. We bring protection to all of these kind of threats and many more that happen due to the kind of attack surfaces that AI has. With all of this, we bring confidence that AI systems operate safely, ethically, and within regulatory boundaries. because this is not your traditional AppSec product, right?
Mhm.
Application security is very traditional, right? It's like a man-made solution where this is what your application looks like. Here are the layers, and here is what the production protection needs to happen. This what we have built is AI native security, where we understand each and every aspect built and being built within the AI realm and protect, control, bring visibility, and drive resilience for every AI tool and AI application security that is concerned for an organization. And this we do it with a layer that is kind of delved around three core things, right? And I'll get through it because traditional security tools that we just spoke about were built for applications, APIs, and infrastructures. They were not designed for autonomous agents, right?
Mhm.
These autonomous agents, like the AI agents, they make decisions on behalf of you. They chain tools, they call MCP servers, they modify your data and act independently without even your know how. Your traditional applications would not do that because the traditional applications work on a strict code and model that it needs to follow. A packet moves from A to B, B to C, C to D, and then you have a security layer in it. Whenever the packet moves from D to E, which is not supposed to, it'll get flagged and it'll get protected, right? But here, they're completely changing the entire protection layer, right? And these are autonomous agents which you have no visibility into. So PointGuard AI is the first unified security platform purpose built for the full agentic AI lifecycle. The first being detection. Know what exists and what it's doing is very important within your customer's ecosystem. What PointGuard does is through the discovery and inventory, we bring complete discovery of AI assets across clouds, models, agents, MCP servers, and code repositories. And then through our observability and anomaly detection, we monitor runtime behavior, tracing every prompt, tool call, and response happening within your AI tools, right?
Right.
With this, we move on to hardening, where we reduce risk before the exploitation even happens. So we identify misconfigurations, weak permissions, insecure model deployments, vulnerable MCPs, integrations, and supply chain threats, right? And then we simulate through our red teaming adversarial attacks through adaptive red teaming, where all these simulation reports are gathered and feeded back into the AI posture management so that it becomes a continuous learning tool where any new threat or any new AI tool or agent is coming into play, we update your entire security posture back into your AI posture management tool and bring it up to speed with what's happening in your AI realm within the organization. And with this, we bring enforcement where we stop attacks in real time. We, through our active guardrails and AI DLP, we directly act at the interaction layer. We block prompt injections, masking sensitive data, enforcing regulatory policies, and securing agents to tool communication. So this is not a point security. This is a unified AI security control plane spanning discovery, runtime, posture management, red teaming, DLP, and MCP governance. Because in the agentic era, security must be continuous, context aware, and adaptive. And that's what PointGuard AI brings to your customers and your organizations that you work with. And bring in the trust for you as a partner to deliver the best in class AI security for your customers. And it's not just about delivering security, it's giving them the knowledge, giving them the understanding of what are the right AI tools and right AI's governance and security posture management that they need to do to gain the most out of the AI enablements that they are having within their organization and not lose because of the AI deployments that they have had.
Awesome, awesome. One of the attendees asked if can PointGuard AI protect against methods like those vulnerability exploitation? So you've got like Claude, I think Anthropic Claude, they have that AI-based tool that does scanning vulnerabilities and does provide you with vulnerabilities context. So whether it is this way or the other, that's what we do. That's what PointGuard is
Exactly.
for. That's
Yes.
exactly why we exist. Please go ahead, Dev. Yes.
we exactly kind of, any of these attacks, right? Mythos
Yes.
or whatever you talk about, right? That
Yeah.
is what we are purpose built for, right?
Yes. Yes.
That is the core of PointGuard AI, to
Yes.
protect anything that affects your AI application. Now, just to clear it out for all the partners, for anything that is employee driven, right? So where your employees are accessing Chat GPT, Claude, or anything of these kind of, open AI tools, for that you have, tools like, that are built by Zscaler or the Netscopes of the world, right? Where they do employee focused AI protection, right? We come complement them at the application layer. So
Mhm.
any AI applications purpose built for the organization, or where the organization has complete rights on the AI application, we sit on top of that and we protect, govern, and bring visibility throughout their AI infrastructure for those applications, agents, bots, MCP servers, tools, repositories, everything within the organization.
Yes, awesome. Since we've been talking about the governance specifically, Dev. From your expertise, I want to learn from you specifically with all of like this extensive experience that you have. Is there a specific like frameworks that you highly recommend customers to start with? Because now customers kind of like get get a bit confused. You have now the NIST AI risk management framework, and then you have the Atlas, like the MITRE Atlas, and then you have the OWASP LLM top three. Then they have the four ISO standards that came in. Is there a specific preference? I know that PointGuard addresses all of that, but do you recommend customers to start with, especially with their when they're evolving into AI deployment? Do you have a preference on one of these frameworks in general? You're on mute, Dev. You're on mute. Sorry.
Sorry,
Oh,
just
okay.
to talk about the unified management and governance model that you spoke about, right? I'm sure
Mhm.
you were able to see my screen again.
Yes.
PointGuard AI operationalizes AI governance, right? We
Yes.
build an AI bill of material, tracking licenses, provenances, dependencies, where we align with NIST AI RMF, OAS Top 10 for LLMs, EU AI Act, right? GDPR compliances, HIPAA compliances, all the compliances that are existing out there for AI in this world. And then we provide real-time compliance dashboards, automated remediation workflows, audit-ready reporting, where governance becomes a living automated system and not just a static policy document for you, right?
Hmm.
So where we would appreciate organizations that are implementing AI applications or have just initially implemented AI applications is to go through a AI posture, security posture management assessment, right? To
Hmm.
assess whether they are what is existing within their systems and what all can we do in order to get a visibility of their tools, get an understanding of what tools are existing within their ecosystem, and what controls they would need to garner at. That's where the red teaming and discovery comes into play, right? Through red teaming, we run simulations into the infrastructure and we give you complete reports on where the leakage or breach or low risk or high risk assets are lying and what they really need to do in order to build the right security posture, right? So for
Hmm.
organizations, what we have been suggesting is, and we do provide that, is a report on what their as is state of security looks like as far as their AI applications are concerned. And based on that report, we can then provide remediation models, right? Through discovery, through hardening, and through protection, whichever state they are at, and allow the customers to gain knowledge on what they should be doing going forward and how we as PointGuard AI can facilitate and protect them and their customer organizations from any probable AI threats or breaches that could happen in the future.
Great, great. So, but there, we have like now 84 participants in the webinar, and I know many of them attended because this week is the AI week for us, AI Security
Yeah,
Week. So we
yeah.
started with on Monday with an AI workshop where we worked with the many of the attendees on using AI models and building something for cybersecurity and stuff like that. So we did two workshops, and we're doing one more tomorrow. Within the theme of AI. So I know I've been asked multiple times about the exciting side of the story. Yeah, okay, governance amazing. You get connected to my platform, APIs, you
Yeah.
discover it. And you know, guys, I've seen a customer where when he was asked about his AI assets, he said, yeah, we have some, yeah, we did download some algorithms from Hugging Face, and we did some, we have some notebooks here and there. And when they did the survey, do you know how many they found? 5,000 plus.
Wow.
Yeah. And that was for the CISO. It was like, what? I have this much of exposure, risk exposure, that I'm blind and I cannot see. Imagine the amount of risk. So that's why I've been asked a lot during the workshop. Okay, what do you do? Okay, I have problems. I have vulnerabilities. Okay, I know you do red teaming, you do guardrails. What is that? How does it protect me in real life against those 5,000 plus that I didn't even know they exist in my infrastructure?
Absolutely. So I think, you know what, that is where exactly the discovery play comes in, right? Where we help you discover all your tools and assets within. So let me just go back a little bit and show you what we do under discovery, right? Because I think you've raised a very important point, right? Like I said earlier also, we cannot protect what we cannot see, right? And that is exactly where we come in, right? So yeah, if you can see my screen again.
It is sharing, yes.
Discovery gives
Yes.
visibility, right? And observability gives control.
Mhm.
Agentic AI workflows are very dynamic. They are calling APIs, again, chaining models, invoking tools, right? Without telemetry, you're flying blind. PointGuard AI provides full prompt to response tracing, agent to tool visibility, open telemetry integrations, inline gateway monitoring. And then we detect these anomalies like API call spikes, right? That are happening. Because the moment these call spikes happen means there is something that is going on beyond your AI applications and tools, right? Or beyond their rules, right? There is abnormal data movement, which is a very prominent thing that happens, right? Because you have multiple agents which you don't know, and then your data starts moving at random speed and pace, right? Which is not good. Unauthorized tool invocations, right? Prompt injection patterns. This
Mhm.
gives enterprises the same visibility over AI agents as they already have over users and endpoints.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
that's exactly where we come in. We come in with complete discovery and inventory management and visibility. And then with observability and anomaly detection, we give you a complete visibility into the threats, attacks, anomalies that exist within your system and give you a complete security posture management control on how can you secure against these anomalies.
Mhm. Mhm. And with the red teaming side that you do, you give context also on how these are
Exactly. So
exploited.
So
Yeah.
once these assets are discovered and observed, we harden them, right?
Mhm.
PointGuard integrates deeply with Databricks, Azure AI, AWS Bedrock, Google Vertex, OpenAI, right? All of the other tools. And then we detect open endpoints, unsecured API tokens, weak permissions, data poisoning, and malicious libraries.
Mhm.
And we automate remediation via Jira, ServiceNow, Slack, Teams, whatever is the ITSM ticketing model that you use. And security becomes proactive and not reactive,
Mhm.
right? And along with this comes the most important tool, that is red teaming, where red teaming transforms AI testing into a continuous process. Like I said, now AI security needs to be continuous, context aware, and adaptive. And red teaming helps us to make it continuous. We continuously simulate prompt injections, jailbreaks, data exfiltrations, policy violations, and our tests are automated and configurable. So we use dedicated judge models to evaluate any biases, toxicity, robustness, policy adherence, and these results are directly fed into your runtime guardrails, right? Creating a continuous feedback loop. And once we have that, we stop attacks and leaks by enforcing the right policies. So runtime guardrails is the most important thing that exists at PointGuard AI. Runtime guardrails are your in-flight protection layer. We monitor prompts, responses, agent activities, MCP server interactions. Fine-tuned models help detect prompt injections, jailbreaking, PII, PHI leakages, manipulated responses. And when violation occurs, we block, mask, redact, alert all events, and all events that are occur are completely auditable. Deployment options include inline, API based, and offline modes. So we have three ways of deployment for PointGuard AI. I know in the Middle East, a lot of data is on-prem or on a private cloud. So we have an on-prem and private cloud model deployment. First of all, we are agentless, right? So we have an agentless deployment. And then we are on-prem, we are hybrid, and on the cloud as well.
Okay, so
So
people can subscribe to a SaaS kind of a service
yes,
or have it
correct.
fully on-prem. Because I had
Yes.
discussions with customers where they even wanted it to be air-gapped, you know.
Yeah, we can do air gap. We can do
Yeah,
air gap as well. So as you can see over here,
yeah.
right, PointGuard AI is API first and frictionless. So we deploy as SaaS control plane, hybrid data plane in customer cloud, self-hosted options where we integrate across LLM applications, MLOps pipelines, CI/CDs, infrastructure layers. And for SaaS, we have API integrations. For PaaS, we have HTTPS proxy or code level interceptions. And for IaaS, we have deep integrations. So
Mhm.
protection is without disruption.
Amazing, amazing. And this is too unique for PointGuard guys because they are there to protect enterprises, not only small businesses and small deployments
Yes.
with the highest level of exposure. And when we keep talking about exposures, do you know, guys, that what can you do if you're connected to Microsoft, let's say, or any of these platforms that has some vulnerabilities? What can you do about it? You cannot fix it, right? You're gonna have the enterprise level security, which is provided by PointGuard. You cannot only depend on the security provided by the platform. If that was the case, Anthropic attack would have not happened. But you need an enterprise level security provided by PointGuard AI. I want to conclude this. This is a very interesting discussion, Dev. I want to conclude it with another question. Now, with the background that PointGuard has, with said that deep expertise in application security, how did you guys bring like that app SOC and orchestration story alongside with this AI story? Yeah, we know in the end, AI is in the end, it's a piece of software. And it's an application in a way or another. But do you benefit from that? Did you manage to get the best out of the two worlds where you really correlate both?
Yes, absolutely. And that's a great question, right? Because um, when you understand an application, you understand the supply chain, right? Within the application. AppSoc was built at the application layer. We protected applications' entire supply chain. So we understand what happens, how an application is built, where do we need to plug in the security postures or security measures within the application from production to deployment, right? And once it's deployed, where do guardrails need to come in and where does the security layers need to fit in? Now, when the AI wave came in, we looked at AI applications as well. And let me tell you, AI applications are built differently. They are autonomous, right? Like I said. And that's where our AI application built the base. And on top of that, we built PointGuard AI to protect AI applications from an AI standpoint, right? While I'm talking a lot of AI, what it means is that what you do not know or you cannot see, PointGuard AI brought that visibility, governance, and security for AI applications. Because your normal applications will give you the visibility and control, but AI applications will not give you that visibility and control unless and until you have a solution like PointGuard AI that gives you that access to your AI applications, agents, MCP servers, and all your AI tools within the organization.
Yeah, yeah, especially MCP servers because MCP servers are outside the
Correct.
platform. They
Correct.
are the eyes that the platform uses to connect to databases, chats and, external entities. And this is essential because they need those external entities. Good. Amazing. Guys, we will coordinate another session with the PointGuard team so that you can see it with your eyes. We needed this because we needed this introduction, and I needed to pick his mind. I cannot miss such an expert in the industry without really like learning a lot from him. But I promise you, we will coordinate something else where we show it to you in a demo environment, in a live environment. It's a rich environment. When I say demo, it's really rich. It's got like everything, every attack he talked about and every remedy he talked about, we'll be able to show it to you. So there will be other sessions where we coordinate that, and maybe we can coordinate them at smaller scales for specific industries. But this one meant to introduce you to the bigger picture across the whole industry of our resellers to what PointGuard AI. Remember, guys, platform security alone is not and will never, ever be enough. You got to have what I can call enterprise level AI security, which PointGuard brings into the picture, starting from governance all the way to real-time security, all around it, surrounded by app security concepts. The last question, we'll take it from one of our attendees here. Are agents involved in terms of endpoints? I'm not sure what that question means, but you probably want to refer to yeah, Ms. Snow, you can ask questions in chat or in questions and answers. So I think Mr. Dabiri, what you mean is the agent context and agency. And I agree with you, this is too risky. Why? Because when these data scientists start building those agents, what they do, they give so much agency to the agent. They don't give
Yes.
it to me as their employee because they don't trust me. But they trust the agent more. They give it so much agency. And that agent can do everything on behalf of the company. So imagine what happens when it's compromised, right, Dev?
Exactly. Yes,
That
absolutely. Absolutely. I would love to understand a little more in depth around Mr. Dabiri's question, and if we can get a little more understanding, I could answer it better. But yes, agents involved in terms of on endpoints. Um, yeah. So are agents installed to govern the AI? So we are an agentless platform, right? Like I said, we do not have agents being installed to govern the AI. PointGuard AI's platform is installed, right, to govern the AI. So it's not an agent governing another agent. You understand what I mean?
yes, yes,
It's not an
yes,
AI agent governing an AI agent. It's a security tool that we've created, which is not AI powered or AI enabled. So you hear a lot of AI powered EDR, AI powered
yes,
MDR, AI
yes,
enabled EDR
yes,
solution. That is all having AI, another AI tool sitting on into your security posture as well, while you're controlling your other AI tools, right? So
yes,
who will control that AI-enabled EDR solution? Who will control
yes,
that AI-enabled MDR solution? That's
yes,
what we do.
yes. It is the
We come
platform
in
to
and we
govern.
give you complete visibility of all AI tools
Yes, yes,
and give you
yes,
complete access to them.
yes, yes. And yeah, that's correct. You're saying that the gentleman says
Yeah.
also, so APIs, we do connect
Yes.
APIs
Yes.
to the platform, but for the
Yes.
cybersecurity side, like for red teaming, we don't need APIs because
Correct.
we compromise it. We compromise the
Yeah.
platform. We don't need it. So the security side doesn't require APIs, but for governance, we require API integration. Yes,
Yeah.
you're 100%. Um, another question is, I have a lot of AI solutions. Let's say Darktrace. Yeah, they do
Yes.
email filters, AIs, they do lots of things in network and DR. And about three more, what you are saying is that you are policing, I like the word. You are policing the AI-enabled solutions. We're policing the platform. What do you think there?
So all AI applications that are, so again, not third-party applications, right? Because these are all third-party applications. You will not have access to all the APIs and integrations within these applications. Any applications that are purpose-built for the organization, that have complete access by the organization, is where we protect, right? And is where we come in. So, we can give you complete visibility and, kind of integrations and understand your MCP servers and API integrations and all of that if you have complete access to your AI application.
Amazing, amazing. Well, it took much time, not much of your time, Dev. Apologies for that, but it was a fun, really good discussion. So, as I said, guys, we will be coordinating further in sessions with Dev, especially for demonstration purpose, so that you see all of those terms in action very soon. And since I know everyone is waiting for the quiz now, because the fun part and the competition, but since we promised you last time to introduce, although we introduced last time like automated AI security, we introduced the fused SOC operation. Let me give you a brief, because that's part of the exam also of the quiz. So yes, with automated penetration testing is exactly what Dev just mentioned. That's where you use AI to perform a function. So AI is a piece of what delivers the function. PointGuard governs that. Okay, that so with like products like Ironwood Cyber or Red Shield, for example, that's what they do. They use AI to explore your digital infrastructure vulnerabilities, and then do black box attacks, or web application attacks, and then they tell you, oh, you have these holes, and it is AI powered. And yeah, I know some people say, okay, why don't I just depend on Tenable that does vulnerability scanning? Yeah, but you still need context. You need deeper context. That's why you hire. That's why banks are by law are forced to hire penetration testing teams every 3 months. So AI-powered penetration testing automates the job, makes it easier. So Red Shield, for example, sits on all everywhere. You want to do it with agent, that's okay. You want it agentless, that's okay. But that's not what PointGuard is. PointGuard is there to govern what they do. Another example, which also part of the quiz today, like what VCS did with their fused security operation. They did use AI, because there you got SIM, and the SIM has lots of alerts and correlation, and you want to filter those and you want AI to do some help with reducing noise and all that. That's where you use AI for a great security operation, which is amazing. It's beautiful. PointGuard is a different story in your infrastructure. It's where you govern your actual AI, because you don't want an agent to start leaking your documents or maybe some sensitive information. You need PointGuard to jump in and redact that secret information so that people cannot see it, so that doesn't leak, or maybe even block the transaction of some sensitive documents. So the concept, I know, yeah, everything is AI. Everything today is AI. AI is in everything. It is, and yes, it is in security operations. Thanks to Viatel Cybersecurity for bringing that fused SOC platform, which has AI that does look at alerts and everything. And the amazing how they brought NDR with EDR, with SIM, with threat intelligence, all of those nice services with content, even creation. Beautiful. But as I said, this is a world of cybersecurity operation. PointGuard is a different world of cybersecurity operation. The same thing is with automated penetration testing tools. They help you automate the job that a pen tester will spend maybe 5 days to finish. You finish it in 1 hour. You attack the system, you get the vulnerabilities, you generate a report, that penetration testing report exactly like a human being in 1 hour. Those are like the different angles of where we say AI in cybersecurity. PointGuard is such a beautiful story. Thanks to the innovation they brought to the industry, they can be deployed on premises, which means that they fit air-gapped environments, they fit regulated industries such as utilities, governments, banks, and stuff like that. And they can also be deployed as a SaaS subscription so that they can be easy on your like smaller customers or retail organizations where they know there is no regulations to force them to do on premises. Amazing. I don't want to take much of your time. Dev, such a beautiful discussion. Let's go to the fun part and let Diana
Thank you so
start.
much. Thank you. Yeah.
You're amazing, man. You're amazing.
Really
And
looking forward to it.
we will see you again also for the demonstration.
For
You
sure.
can stay with us and see how the people will do with their quiz and who is the winner of the iPhone. We'll be happy
Absolutely.
to always have you.
Yeah.
Diana, to you, please.
Ready. So now it's the fun part to see who really was focused during the discussion that we had.
If you allow me, Diana,
So are you ready?
allow me, Diana. One gentleman here asked also, how do we partner? We will
Yes.
get back to you. I'm going to leave my colleagues' email addresses in the chat so that you can reach out to them for partnership. Okay. Thank you, Diana. You can.
Okay. So first of all, here is the code that you can scan through the Kahoot application. I will also add to the chat the code number. So yes. Many people are joining, which is great.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You remember, you win if you score the highest. How you score the highest? By answering faster and choosing the correct answer. If you won previously one of our webinars this year, you cannot win again. This is to give a fair chance, as my colleague said, my colleague Diana said. Okay, enjoy the quiz, please.
Okay. So let's start now. Are you ready? The first question. What is the distribution model iAlmas technology uses in MEE region? Okay. And now see the next question. What does PointGuard AI help organizations discover in their environment? Okay, only 40 people answered well. Right, which is good. Let's see the third question. Which framework does PointGuard AI align with for AI threat detection? Okay. You must be focused more. So let's see the first question. What type of test does PointGuard AI automate for AI models? Remember, fast answers and right answers win. Great. Great teaming. So let's see the next question. What is Vital's unique approach to security? Operation Gold. Okay, sounds good. And next question. Which four components are integrated in Vital's SOC platform? Okay, good. Fast answers. What deployment model does Vital support for air-gapped environments?
Looks like with Kahoot latest updates on the platform, I don't know, they did some changes in how it looks like, huh? It's not like
Yeah,
the previous interface. So I'm not sure how it like calculates now the scores, but I think at the end it will generate a report with the highest score. Yeah.
yes. And now, test your knowledge about Ironwood Cyber. We need fast answers. Great. The next one. What does Ironwood Cyber describe its AI's rule? Okay. Let's see. Good.
Yes, check the podium.
Let's see who are the winners.
Mudassar, you always do well. Jabber, you always do well, man. Good to see your name.
Abraham, as usual.
Abraham, you cannot win again, man. So this has to go to the second place. Second place is because you won a webinar, right? You won a webinar with us, Abraham, before. I will have to go back to the records.
Yes.
So if you won a webinar with us before, which I think you did, other than the power quizzes, then it has to go to Jabber. And I'll check if Jabber has it. Okay. But amazing job, guys. Well, I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. I thought the topic is too difficult, honestly, but you always impress me. I'm so impressed with your knowledge, guys, and your the value that you add to our webinars. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Dev, I cannot find the words to thank you, man. Thank you for enlightening us and educating us today.
Thank you so much for having me here. It was just amazing. And I'm so happy that there's so many people who really understand AI security. And
Yes.
all your questions were pretty on point. So really glad. Congratulations to the winner.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Jabir, and even to the first winner. But I think you have someone who knows you very well.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Awesome,
So
awesome.
yeah,
Thank you
congratulations
so
from
much.
everyone
Thank you
here.
so much.
Thank you so
Thanks to
much,
you,
Jabir.
guys. You always make our webinars amazing. And thanks to you, Deb. Thanks to Sanam for supporting us and waking up so early to support this webinar. Thank you, gentlemen and ladies.
Thank you.
See you next time. Bye-bye.
See you next time. Bye bye.